Hi, this is Mark Adajar again, one of the surgeons and hormone specialists over at XSculpt. Here talking about SculpSure. We get a lot of questions on that and some consultations at our SculpSure machine. And I actually just did a video on how the process works of SculpSure itself. I want to make this video about the pros and cons of SculpSure, as that is a common question that is asked, and is SculpSure a good fit for you? Again, very quickly, SculpSure is a non-invasive form of basically lipodestruction, or removing fat in targeted areas. This video is about the pros or cons. So the pros of SculpSure, or the good things about SculpSure, is that mainly it's not invasive. There's no surgery involved, where there's no incisions that are made, no anesthesia, there is no recovery time associated with it. There is no there's no anesthesia involved. There's no blood draws or anything like that. Basically, you come in during your lunch break or whatever, before or after work, sit down in the chair for 25 minutes, get a treatment done, and basically that's about it. And you can go back to your normal lifestyle without any restrictions the same day. And that's the greatest benefit of SculpSure. There's no medications you need to take before or after. Just drinking a lot of water, but that's basically about it. SculpSure is the newest technology for this form of non-invasive lipodestruction. Probably more popular is CoolSculpting, which has been around a little bit longer, but this is where it freezes the fat and then it's excreted. This is a little bit the next technology, where it just melts it. So that's the main benefit that we see with the SculpSure machine, is that it's not surgery. Now the downsides. The downsides to SculpSure, there are several. Number one, not everybody's a candidate for it. There are certain individuals which it works best for, and those people are the ones who are already very lean. They have a low body fat percentage, but there are just areas that just won't go away no matter what they do. Like, especially in men, the love handle areas. Some women too as well. Women, maybe the thigh areas they're having problems with, but SculpSure is best for people who already are at a low body fat percentage, or who are already a low BMI and already have a good figure. It's just a matter of targeting specific problem areas. So that's the one disadvantage, that not everybody are candidates for it. I mean, well, technically speaking, anyone can do it. It's just that the end results won't be as noticeable. If you're at a larger BMI, or which is basically you're heavier, you're a bigger person, or you have a lot more body fat, or a higher body fat percentage, you can do multiple sessions of this. The problem is you might not see too much as a final result. The areas may look smaller, but the results would never be equivalent to that of traditional liposuction or surgery. That's disadvantage number one. Disadvantage number two is that the results take a long time to see. It's not like you do this treatment and then next morning you wake up and you look great. It's not one of those things. It destroys fat, and then your body excretes the fat over time. So after the first session, it may take several, it usually takes about 6 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, to see some sort of difference. And then every subsequent treatment after that, you may see a little bit more change, but it does take several weeks, if not months, to see a noticeable difference. And often we get the report, people are looking at themselves in the mirror every day, and because you're looking in the mirror every day, you don't see a result. But usually when you see your before photos and your after photos, there is a noticeable change, but it's just so gradual. it's really difficult to appreciate. So that's disadvantage number 2, is that it takes a long time and compared to regular surgery. And then the third disadvantage, I think, is that usually one treatment is not enough for majority of individuals. It does reduce. It has been shown to reduce up to 21% amount of fat in targeted areas, but it's not 21% across the board. It can vary, number one, and again, in order to notice a significant difference, 21% in a targeted area might not be enough for a lot of people, and so multiple treatments would be required. So in our experience, it's almost majority, if not all people, get at least 2, even up to 4 treatments per individual. And each treatment is its own separate cost. So cost-wise, often it's more cost-effective to do surgery like traditional liposuction or smart lipo, which we do, versus doing 4 sessions of SculpSure, which would be more cost, a longer duration in which you can see results, and the final result is likely not as good as traditional liposuction. So that's the third disadvantage, is that you will require multiple sessions before you get the desired effect. So that's basically the pros and cons. I hope this answered most of your questions. If you have further questions, please leave a comment or leave your question in the comment section below. And if you want to come in for evaluation to see if you're a good candidate for this, we'd love to see you. Mention this YouTube video, and we'll give you a great discount on our standard treatment. Thanks.